Hi, sixth graders. For today's lesson, Friday, April 3rd, we are looking at lesson 99. This is a brand new lesson, the volume of a rectangular prism. Now, the volume is the amount of space that a shape occupies. To measure the volume, we use units that take up space, like cubic measurements, cubic centimeters, or cubic inches. The volume of a shape is the number of cubic units of space that the shape occupies. We can use sugar cubes to help us keep this idea in mind. We can calculate the volume of a rectangular prism by multiplying the three perpendicular measurements of the prism. Remember that perpendicular measurements create right angles where they meet. So the perpendicular dimensions of the prism are the length, the width, and the height. You have that demonstrated in your book there, showing which measurements those are. So the formula for finding the volume of a rectangular prism is V equals LWH. And remember, when we have our formulas like this and our letters are paired side by side, it's indicating multiplication. So that's the measurement of our length times the width times the height, and that's going to give us volumes. And remember to use cubic measurements in the answer. So example 1, we're looking at how many sugar cubes 1 inch on an edge would be needed to form the rectangular prism. So we have our measurements. Our length is 5 inches, width is 3 inches, height is 4 inches. So the area of the base is 3 inches times 5 inches. So that's length and width for the base, that's 15 square inches. So we could set 15 sugar cubes on the bottom layer. The solid is 4 inches high, so this means we would have 4 layers of 15 sugar cubes each, or 4 times 15, which gives us a total of 60 sugar cubes in all. So check out the pictures that we have on our page there and imagine these layers of sugar cubes stacked up and how many this would take. So that's a demonstration of how we would use our cubic units. Example 2, what is the volume of a cube whose edges are 10 centimeters long? The area of the base is 10 centimeters times 10 centimeters, or 100 square centimeters. So we could set 100 sugar cubes on the bottom layer. There would be 10 layers since it's a height of 10, so it would be 10 times 100, or 1,000 sugar cubes in all. So our volume would be 1,000 cubic centimeters. Now, to break it down a bit more simply than stacking up sugar cubes, we can use our formula. So turning the page to example 3, Dominic used this formula to find the volume of a rectangular prism that was 4 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 2 feet high. So let's check out how he plugs this into our formula. So we now know our formula, V equals LWH. So all we're going to do is take the measurements of our cubic unit and enter them in where the letters are. So for this particular one, we have 4 feet, 3 feet, and 2 feet. So that gives us V equals 4 times 3 times 2. And then we multiply that out. 4 times 3 gives us 12. 12 times 2 gives us 24. So therefore, our volume would equal 24 cubic measurements, which in this case we're using feet. So we would have 24 cubic feet. Remember, you can use our little 3 there up at the corner to indicate that we have our cubic measurements. So again, all we're doing is taking the width, the length, and the height and replacing their respective letters in our formula and then multiplying them out. And don't forget to write your answer in cubic measurements. And that, quite simply, is how to find the volume of a cubic shape. I hope this video lesson has been a help to you in understanding how to use cubic measurements. Remember our formula, V equals LWH. Length times width times height, and use those cubic measurements. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me, text or call me anytime during school hours, and I will get right back to you. Hope you all have a great day and a great weekend, and stay safe.